Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm at Sabia, Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple. Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, learning champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything
White
is
and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Granite City High School here in Granite City, Illinois, as we get you ready for a little high school girls basketball action as your Collinsville Lady Kahawks get ready to take on the Granite City Lady Warriors. I am Todd Duke, and glad that you're with us on a very chilly Thursday evening here in America's heartland, and we welcome you into the Cafe Agape pregame show, brought to you by my good friends at Cafe Agape. Ron McGee and his folks. They're the home of the Kahok chicken sandwich, by the way. Cafe Agape, since 2012, offering catering and some of the best home-cooked food in the area. Plus, they have all your hams and turkeys for all your holiday needs. Thanksgiving is 1 week from today. You might have a day or two left to get that order in, but look ahead and think about Christmas and get that Christmas ham from Cafe Agape. Give them a call, 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Junior varsity game just came to a close, and the JV girls continued to roll after their 25-5 win against Kahok on Tuesday night. They win 51-8 here tonight against Granite City. They were up 28-7 at the end of the first half, and then outscored Granite City 23-1 in the second half and won that game 51-8. So combined, the JV girls have won both of their games by a score of 76 to 13. We'll talk to their head coach, Adam Blair, on the post-game show coming up after this contest. So Collinsville comes into this one 1-0 after that big win over Cahokia on Tuesday night under their second-year head coach, Colin Moore. He is now 5-13 in his brief career. Granite City, they are coached by Greg Vaughn. He is in his first year, so he's trying to get this Granite City team off and running after they went 0-11 last year in the pandemic-shortened spring season. So tonight is the season opener for Granite City. 2 losses last year to Collinsville in their 0-11 mark. The final of 7 seasons with Whitney Sykes-Rogers as the head coach. And Sykes-Rogers went 31-134 in her time here as head coach, and no regional championships. Cahoks, of course, coming off of that 83-23 season opening win against Cahokia Tuesday night, outscored the Comanches in every quarter. And points for Cahokia, they got 10 in the third. Other than that, they were held to single-digit points in every quarter except for that third. A 54-10 halftime score in that one for Collinsville. I had a chance to catch up with Collinsville head coach Colin Moore just a little while ago. We talked, of course, about the Cahokia game, and we look forward to this game as well. All that and more coming up with the head coach of your Collinsville Cahawks after this timeout on the Cafe Agape pregame show here on the Cahawk Sports Network. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Cahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Cahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Having problems keeping your ride on the road? Roadman Automotive in Collinsville can help you keep your ride rolling. Roadman Automotive offers everything from diagnostic tests when that check engine light comes on to tune-ups, alignments, brake and suspension work, and more. Oil changes at Roadman Automotive start at just $35. Roadman Automotive is open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and is located at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check out the Roadman Automotive Facebook page for daily specials. Call Roadman Automotive at 618-223-1878, online at roadmanautomotivecollinsville.com. Roadman Automotive. Keep your ride on the road with Roadman Automotive. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. In Collinsville, that person is Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor. Jason Regg will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions. Jason Regg of your Collinsville Edward Jones office plays a big part in the community and the Collinsville Unit 10 School District with his Cahawk Educator of the Month award. To take care of the things along the path of you and your family's financial journey, call Jason Regg at the Collinsville Edward Jones office at 618-344-0252. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Cahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Cahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. And we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are on the road in Granite City, first road game of the year for your 2021-2022 Lady Kahok basketball team. And joining us now is their head coach, Colin Moore. Let's go back to the home and the season opener and your thoughts on the first game of the year.
I guess before I say anything, I want to say thanks to everybody that came to the game. That was some of the most people I've ever seen in the gym for a girls' game. And then the student section was definitely having fun. And I kind of told the girls before the game, we got to have some energy, we got to play hard, we got to make people want to come back. And I think we did a good job of that the first night, definitely pushing the ball up the court, dictating the pace, and just having fun. It was fun to watch. It was fun to see them just play.
How do you carry that momentum on the road without the home support behind you?
Well, as you see right now, it's pretty loud for this JV game, so I hope we can adapt to a little bit of adversity here. I know last year we had a tough game with Granite City in the second game, and I think it's one of those times, sometimes we look past Granite City in the past because these girls have beat them before, freshman JV level, so you can never take anybody for granted, and that's kind of what I'm worried about tonight. But I think if we play hard and can push the ball up the floor and get rebounds, we should be all right.
All right, let's talk about the first game, since that's the only one that I have to talk about right now. 57.12% shooting from the floor. Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, we've definitely prided ourselves on getting the ball in the basket. And if we can get to the basket, we'll get a lot of easy shots, especially with our two big post players in there. When we do miss, usually they get a rebound and can lay it back in. And the girls just played with confidence, and I know they can shoot. We have some great shooters, and I just hope that continues.
We talked briefly in the pregame show last game about Talisha Gilmore, and then you and I talked a little bit after the game was over and I had already wrapped up. You're gushing about this girl, man, and I can see why. She's really good.
She just has a motor. She has the ability to make everybody play at a higher pace, gets everybody moving, and the girls love playing with her because she's just a fun kid. She can catch the no-look passes, so now you got two post players with her and Jenna who can catch some of the fun passes that Megan and Ella try to make. So it kind of gets the crowd hyped like it's going tonight, and she's just a fun kid to be around, and I think her potential is out the roof. I just hope she keeps working hard.
Yeah, you sent Megan Jansen up to talk to me in the postgame show because she had a really good game. 20 points, man. Talk about the team leader on the floor. You can tell from the get-go of that game that that's what she is.
Yeah, Megan about halfway through the summer really figured out that this is her team, and I think she knew it was going to happen last year, and I'm glad she figured it out in the summer versus during the actual season her junior year. But she's definitely the leader. They all look up to her. You know, she can do all the fancy moves. She can hit the three-pointers, and she just knows basketball. So it's like having another coach out there. I really don't have to do a lot besides tell Megan what I want. She usually makes it happen.
Elena Reinhardt, man, off the bench, ends up in double-digit figures. I was very impressed with her debut.
Another freshman, and she's just very strong, and she has the will to want to do well at all times. It's kind of funny. We had a scrimmage one day where it was JV against varsity, and I said, hey, JV, take 10 points. You got a 10-0 lead, and Ellie Reinhardt said, we don't want no pity points, coach. We want to play. So just to have that kind of grittiness and toughness is something that's fun to be around. And she's one of those spirits that everybody looks up to her on this JV team, and she's been dominating here in the JV game tonight, so we're excited for her.
Let's talk about defense a little bit. You had 44 rebounds in that game, 25 of those on the offensive boards. That's another nice performance.
The girls are just being aggressive, and I've told them all year, you get rebounds, you get to play offense. And if you remember from last year at all, we struggled getting a lot of rebounds, and we were just constantly playing defense after defense after defense. So I think they realized offense is more fun, so if we get some boards, we get to play more offense. But they did great. The first game was everything I could have hoped for.
Yeah, very aggressive on defense, too. The one that sticks out is the 17 steals, because that's your girls going for the ball.
And something we pride on in practice is you don't have to steal it every time, but when they give you a chance to steal it, you got to be aggressive. And we were picking them up right at half court, and something we hope we can do again tonight. And that's with Talisha up top, and then we have Jordan Gary coming in. It's just a lot of speed, and then it motivates everybody else. Like, I want the next steal, I want the next steal. And they're kind of taking pride with getting the steals for the team.
I usually wait till about 10, 12 games in before I ask about the health of your team. I didn't know when I came into that game that I saw Lucy Montgomery in a walking boot and in her warm-up suit. So what's going on with Lucy?
She got hurt in one of our drills, literally the last sprint of the day. Ran down, kind of twisted her ankle. She thought it was nothing. I guess she's got a little bit of ligament issues in her ankle. So she's trying to come back. I hope she gets on the court because she's one of our only seniors that's played all 4 years. So I hope she gets some playing time this year.
All right, let's talk about the game at hand. You have Granite City tonight. I don't know how much more you can do to improve on the first game, but what do you want to see improvement-wise from this game compared to the Kahok game, and what do you want to see specifically out of your girls tonight?
The three things we talked about, it was hard to tell them they did stuff wrong when they won by so much in the last game, but we watched some, I talked to them about some inbounds plays. We weren't running those correctly. The inbounds plays are for the post players, and we just kept throwing it immediately in. So hopefully we run those better. And then in transition, when we get a rebound, we kept trying to outlet it down the middle, and I kept trying to tell them when you start playing bigger, stronger, faster teams, you got to chin it, you got to outlet the ball correctly. So we're just going to hopefully do some more fundamental things right today, and then hopefully play at the same pace that we did on Tuesday.
And if you are underneath the basket with an open shot, take it.
Yes. We have so many girls that want to be fancy and do all this stuff, but sometimes you just got to make a layup. And I know they're trying to have fun, but sometimes just put the ball in the basket.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That is Colin Moore, your Lady Kahok basketball head coach. We'll take a break here on the Cafe Agape pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass the starters on to you, and any more names and numbers we can think of, we'll pass those along as well. All that coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Extreme Details, owned and operated by former Kahok Jay Merkel. Jay and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or an RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, and they vacuum every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 977-1224 or visit Extreme Details at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. And once again, we welcome you back to Granite City as we're getting you ready for this varsity matchup between Collinsville and Granite City. Lady Kahawks getting ready to take the floor here in just a moment, trying to go 2-0 on the season as we welcome in Chris Kettler on the other microphone. You listened to the coach's comments there in the pregame interview. What did you think?
I think he hit it right on. We got a lot of positive things to take out of that Cahokia game. got up and guarded well, got a lot of steals, like you said, and players played their role. You know, Jansen came out as that team leader, and then you look at we got 2 really good post players, a freshman that seems to have sky's limit as far as her future going, and then coming out there and taking care of business against Cahokia, tacked on the points throughout the game. It was nice to see just to play that complete game against that type of team.
No wonder I can't hear you.
Am I far away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too far away. All right, history, well, that's on Collinsville's side. 36-12 versus Granite City over the last 22 years, including 4-1 in the playoffs. Collinsville right now currently on a 17-game winning streak versus the Lady Warriors, covering the last 8 years. The last loss to Granite City, as far as Collinsville is concerned, you have to go all the way back to January of 2013. Lost both meetings in that 2012-2013 season. Cahoks are 5-0 versus Granite City since Granite City left the Southwestern Conference after the 2017-2018 season. Beat Granite City twice last year. 2 of the 4 teams that got wins last year against Granite City. Last playoff meeting between these two, February of 2018. Cahoks won 73-15 in the regional semifinal game at Belleville East before losing to Belleville East 64-48 in the regional championship game. The last playoff loss to Granite City, February of 2011, 48-32 in the regional semifinal at Alton. That's going to put a wraps on the pregame show. We are going to take a break, and we'll come back and pass along the starting lineups to you, and we'll do that here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual. So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
And once again, welcome back to Granite City. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. We're almost ready to go here between Collinsville and Granite City. And here are your starters tonight. We'll begin with the Granite City Lady Warriors. You will find on the floor 5'9" junior Kaylin Wiley, along with 5'7" junior Tasha Miller-Brown. Ella Stepanek, a 6' senior. Emily Sykes, a 5'10" sophomore, and last year's leading scorer, Sophia Dutko. And that rounds up the starting 5 for your Granite City Warriors, or for the Granite City Warriors. I can't even hear myself now. For your Collinsville Kahawks, same starting 5 they had versus Cahokia. You will find Megan Jansen, the 5'5" junior. Ella Guerrero, the 5'5" sophomore. Katie Bardwell, the 5'9" sophomore, Talisha Gilmore, the 6-foot freshman, and Jenna Scheller, the 6'2" junior. Collinsville will be the team in the purple, of course, purple and white. Numbers are in white, have the word Kahawks written across the fronts of their jerseys. The Warriors, they are going to be in their home whites. No red on the uniforms to speak of tonight. They come dressed in red and black. They have a little black trim on the bottom of the shorts, and their numbers are in black, and they have the word Warriors across the fronts of their jerseys. And we are just about ready for some high school girls basketball action. Megan Jansen, 20 points. She leads the team. Talisha Gilmore had 13 in that win over Cahokia. Ella Guerrero, 13, and Elena Reinhardt off the bench had 10. And then the single-digit scores, Carson Mode and Jenna Scheller had 6 each. Ricky Merlak had 5. Jordan Gary with 4. And Sanaa Harris, Emma Rabashitsky, and Denasia Willis all had 2 points. Katie Bardwell had a point in that game. And Lily Carlisle was the only one who didn't get on the board in the point department, but she made up for that in the JV game here. I know she had 7 earlier when I walked in the door, and I saw her make a couple of more baskets, so I'm guessing she hit double digits in that JV game. Freshman won. That game just ended a little bit ago, 47-16. Collinsville wins that game, so looking for the clean sweep here tonight. We are underway. Collinsville comes away with the ball first after winning the tip, and it's Megan Jansen over on the far wing. Now over to Bardwell. Bardwell over here in the corner to Guerrero. Back out to Bardwell on the wing, and now into the paint for Scheller. They kick it back outside for Jansen. She pops one and then misses the mark from 3 at the top of the key, and the rebound belongs to Granite City.
Try to get in and then Scheller there, and then Jansen just sidestepped her girl and had a wide open 3 atop the key, couldn't nail it down.
Here is Brown. Brown at the top of the key being pressured, so she gives up the ball, and deep over on the wing there, and that is Dutko. Back out to the top of the key for Wiley. Wiley dribbles over to the right side while Brown gets knocked backwards. Now a dribble drive baseline for Stepanek, and that's no good. Turnover by Granite City. Here comes Collinsville, and here is Jansen, top of the key, and over onto the wing real quick for Guerrero. Guerrero with the ball right in front of Greg Vaughn, the Granite City coach. Now into the paint, and a travel called against Collinsville, so each team with an early turnover. 6:58 left to play here in this opening quarter, and we're still looking for our first bucket. Dutko brings it up and crosses the timeline right in the center of the court with the Granite City logo, the GC in red on top of a black arrowhead. That's their logo here at center court. Here is Brown once again with the ball. She gets pressured by Bardwell and has to give it up to Dutko. Dutko over in the far side wing for Wiley, and Wiley gets fouled by Megan Jansen. And Jansen picks up the first infraction of this game, non-shooting foul, so Granite City will inbound from underneath of their own bench, and Granite City already wants to make a substitution as they bring in Gwyneth Hale, the 5'5" junior, and out goes Brown. Inbound pass coming in from Sykes, and it is a 3-point shot by Gwyneth Hale, and Granite City is on the board first.
So foul on the foul. Granite City gets to set one up there. Probably a play they've worked on all season through practice there. Works for them.
So Collinsville trails for the first time this year. And then they're going to give the ball up again. Second turnover for Collinsville, and that's going to turn into 2 points for Wiley. And just like that, Granite City is up 5-0.
Yeah, 2 bad turnovers for the Kahawks, just driving in really with no plan there and trying to make something happen after that, and they ended up turning the ball over both times.
Here's Guerrero. Guerrero has that ball tipped. There's the third turnover. Man, oh, man. I'm thinking that Coach Moore wants to call a timeout early, but a carry on the other end by Stepanek, and that's a turnover for Granite City. So maybe he'll hold on to that timeout for a little while longer.
It still was an ill-advised pass down there. Now the ball's rolling on the ground. So have to pick it back up.
Here's Guerrero. I heard Coach Moore just yell, "Come on, wake up." Guerrero, and to the free throw line for Gilmore, and another ill-advised pass. And Collinsville turns the ball over once again. Here is Sykes. She'll pull up just inside the lane, take the shot, no good. Collinsville with the rebound, and there is that timeout. Coach Moore didn't waste much time, and he wants to talk things over with his girls, get him to calm down or something, and we're going to take a break. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you from Granite City. Collinsville trails 4-0. They only gave Hale 2 points on that shot instead of 3. And here is Bardwell driving the lane off the high glass and good. And Collinsville is on the board.
That's a good move from an athlete there. Bardwell, great job just driving down the middle of the lane. Bowled her way through, and everybody cleared out. Now Kahok's
almost got a turnover there, and staying with it is Wiley. And now we're going to have another foul called, and this one is going to go against Bardwell, and this one is going to be a shooting foul. To the line is Ella Stepanek, 6-foot senior.
So Kahok's had a little bit of trouble getting back in transition there, but did close it up there, but could never really clean up any of the shots Granite City put up.
And Stepanek hits the first one. And is ready for a second. On the way and through. So 6-2 in favor of Granite City. Collinsville trying to figure some things out here. Here is Bardwell into the corner. Guerrero for 3, and that one just hit the inside of the rim. But the rebound belongs to Collinsville and Gilmore. And now she's with the ball. Gets it outside for Jansen. Now baseline, low post off the glass. Good for 2. Count the bucket and the bruise.
Good time for Jansen to get it right back in there to Scheller. She made her move around her girl there and just drove in the rest of the way, put the layup in, even after getting fouled.
Well, I thought they did count the basket. Just took them a minute to get it on the scoreboard. Almost knocked my, stepped on my headphone cord and almost yanked them right off my head. Good on the bonus opportunity there for Jenna Scheller, Collinsville. One thing they probably wanted to work on. They went 7 of 13 from the free throw line. Not too entirely bad, but they were, I think, 1 for 6 in the first half in that category. There's another bucket by Wiley.
Granite City just about turned the ball over there, and none of the Chaos could locate it there when it got loose, and Wiley got it herself and had an easy lane to the basket. Now Jansen will fire up this 3.
Yeah, off the fat part of the iron, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. And Granite City comes back the other way. Here is Dutko. Dutko fires the ball up all the way under the wing to Wiley. Wiley drives, and another foul coming up against Bardwell. And Bardwell is going to have to go to the bench, and they're going to bring in Ricky Merlack.
I think they want to get the mass timeout in now.
We have those still?
Yep, we did them on Tuesday, and we're going to take this break.
All right, so another break coming up. So I didn't even realize that we did that on Tuesday. At any rate, we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Back here at Granite City High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. Collinsville trails 8-5 here in the first quarter. We're just halfway through it. 4:59 left on the clock. And that is when they will be taking the mask breaks. As I said, I didn't even realize they were doing that. I didn't even notice it in the Cahokia game.
I guess it's the only holdover from some of the weird rules we had last season.
Yeah,
we still got the masks.
Ready for all the weirdness to end. And here is Dutko, a pass onto the wing now, and with it is Hale. Hale, who came into the game, gets double teamed right in front of the Kahok bench. Collinsville gets a steal. They come away with it and bring it up court. And Jansen, her pass was tipped, and then Merlack got a hold of it, but then Merlack travels, and that's the 5th Collinsville turnover already here in this first quarter.
Yeah, the aggressiveness worked against them there. It did create the turnover, and they wanted to get the ball up the court quickly, but never really settled it down and ended up with another turnover on the other end.
That is one more turnover than they had the entire game against Cahokia. They only had 4 turnovers in that game. Here's Dutko again, and she gets double teamed back at the midcourt stripe and gets the ball up, and another takeaway by Collinsville. Kahawks want to turn this into some points. Here is Guerrero up inside to Gilmore off the glass, good for 2, and she'll go to the line for a bonus.
Gilmore's just gotten a few touches there, but if the Kahawks can establish her, really go a long ways here and getting inside and getting some more points.
This one is going to belong to Dutko, so 2 fouls on the board for Granite City, 3 for Collinsville, 2 to Bardwell, and 1 to Jansen. Gilmore at the free throw line. She can't hit her bonus shot. And the rebound belongs to Granite City. Gilmore went 1 for 4 from the free throw line in that win over Cahokia. Back to Dutko at center court, now off the baseline shot, a 3-point shot. That misses the mark for Sykes, and Collinsville comes away with another rebound. Here is Guerrero in the baseline, dumps it off in the paint. Gilmore for 2 more.
Just looking for her down underneath again. Guerrero did a good job. Drove the baseline a little bit and found Gilmore. First lead of the game for the Kahawks.
Collinsville up 9-8. And here's another shot from the baseline. This one, boy, I keep on getting my cord caught around my leg. Collinsville with a rebound. Personal problems over here. Gilmore in the paint, kicks it back out. Scheller for 3. Oh, that one just missed. And the rebound belongs to Granite City. Lady Warriors bring it up. They get the ball into the hands of Wiley. Wiley across the timeline, throws it up for Sykes. Sykes back over in front of the Kahawk bench. Now baseline and a dribble drive by Stepanek. Shot no good. And the loose ball belongs to Merlack for Collinsville. Here comes Ricky. She'll go into the lane. Nope, she'll stop a little short, give it up to Guerrero. Guerrero, that ball's partially tipped, but Jansen takes care of it. Into the paint. Gilmore off the glass. 2 more for Talisha Gilmore.
Granite City's got no answers for her. As long as the Kahawks find her on the possession, she's been able to convert with some scores.
Whoever's supposed to be guarding her down the low post is going to get a talking to. Granite City with the ball once again. They bring it out front to Wiley. Wiley will pull up, take a shot, no good. And the rebound is kept inbounds and then turned over. So back the other way we go, and Merlack had to go off the top of her shoe. Now a fight for the ball, and Gilmore had the ball while she was laying down. Her hair was out of bounds, but her body wasn't. 3-point shot for Guerrero just misses the mark, and this time the rebound belongs to Granite City. I guess they don't count the hair being out of bounds,
she got the long braids or whatever for her hair there, and I don't know how that counts.
I don't know either.
But Granite City calls timeout.
Yeah, Granite City calls a timeout. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Once again, back in Granite City. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. Hope everybody's doing all right. It got cold again. Chilly out there. Wind. Got wind chills. They're talking about wind chills again there, Kettler. Wind chills. I don't like those 2 words used together.
That word yet. Oh,
yeah.
cow.
Yeah, it was like 43 earlier when I was at home, and the wind chill was 37. I'm like, oh, I don't like that. Here is Dutko. Dutko from one side to the other gets double teamed the whole way, and then ball knocked out of bounds, but last touched by Collinsville.
Granite City inbounded the ball there, and Dutko still had it in the backcourt there, even though she was steps away from the timeline there, but she had to rush it there just to get across.
Inbound pass comes in from Sykes, and a turnover by Granite City. And off the bench, it is Reinhardt into the game for the first time. Then Collinsville turns the ball over. Back and forth turnovers, and a foul. And the basket won't drop, but the foul is going to belong to Reinhardt, so Reinhardt comes off the bench and picks up a foul. Or did she?
They called traveling, I
they
believe.
did, huh? Okay.
Reinhardt stood her ground, and that made Wiley travel.
Okay. I'll take that instead of what I said. Here's Jansen. Megan hands the ball off. Does so to Merlack, who in turns the favor back to Jansen. Jansen now caught. Underhand pass to Merlack. Merlack at the free throw line. Gives it to Gilmore. Gilmore gets fouled as she was going up. And Miller Brown is going to be guilty of the team's third foul. 2 shots coming up for Gilmore. She already missed 1, and now she is 1 for 5 on the early season, so she's trying to figure that part of her game out. And that one is going to take a little longer to figure out.
She's got all the moves down low and really defends well. Just got to knock these free throws down.
Yeah. Another one on the way for Gilmore, and that one's through.
Gilmore will get this break here. Scheller will come back in after her brief break.
And there is Dutko once again. Dutko goes from east to west and still into the backcourt. Throws it across the way and gets the ball up to Brown. And Brown travels. So now the turnovers are piling up for Granite City. Collinsville had 5 before they knew what hit them. Granite City now leads in that category. They've turned the ball over 9 times to Collinsville's now 6. Guerrero inbound, or gets the inbound pass from Megan Jansen. Guerrero being watched by Mariana Jackson, and Jackson is going to get a foul. She just came into the game, Jackson did, 5'5" senior. She'll pick up her first. Team's 4th. Inbound pass comes underneath the Kahok basket, finds its way into the hands of Reinhardt, and Reinhardt travels.
They're looking for Scheller in there underneath. Granite City really clogged it up, and the Cavs weren't able to run that play.
And that's the end of the quarter, and at the end of 1, 12-8 in favor of your Collinsville Lady Kahawks. We will take a break, and second quarter action will be heading your way in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahawk Sports Network and KahawkSports.com. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you. We are in Granite City. And chances are, if you're watching this, you are not in Granite City. Kahawks lead 12-8 after 1 quarter of play. Granite City with the ball to start quarter number 2. And here is Dutko. She goes into the paint, kicks it back out, and a shot taken there by Sykes is no good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. We're all tied in the rebound department now, 5-5. Here is Megan Jansen. Jansen works the ball over to the right side, gives to Scheller off the glass for 2. So you have Scheller on one side and Gilmore on the other, man, and both of those girls can make things happen down there.
That really didn't allow Granite City to get anybody over on that right side there after Jansen sidestepped her girl. Granite City then goes down here and throws the ball away.
Here comes Megan Jansen across the timeline, second quarter action. Jansen pulls over onto the right wing, now into the right corner, gives it up for Scheller, baseline. She backs her way in, and another 2 points for Scheller.
Yeah, she's really winning the battle up against Emily Sykes down there.
So now Scheller and Gilmore both have 7 points. Here is Dutko. Crosses the line, throws it up in the corner for Stepanek. Stepanek steps too many times.
She had the ball, and nobody was down there for her to give the ball to underneath, and she had to look back the other way and took that extra step.
Yeah, shuffled that right foot just one too many times. Here is Megan Jansen trying to use a screen by Merlack. Does so. Bounces the ball over to the corner for Guerrero for three, and just hits the inside of the rim again. Second time Guerrero has taken a three-point shot from the same place and gets the same result. Rebound belongs to Granite City. Here come the Warriors. Here is Wiley with it. Wiley back over this way for Dutko. Dutko in front of the Kahok bench, throws it up into the corner, and a shot from about 8 feet out for Sykes. Whistle on the play. This one's going to go against Jenna Scheller. That'll be her first, team fourth. Oh. No?
Yeah, they got that on Scheller there.
Well, they got the wrong number up there then. Scheller's 45, not 35. Okay, I know who it was.
I believe that was, I don't think that's the right one.
I know who it was. I know who did it, and a poke, and Collinsville almost came away with the steal, but Granite City poked it right back, and there's a shot that won't go in, but the rebound followed through by Granite City. Now double teamed over there is Brown, and they give it up once again to Sykes. Her shot misses the mark, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks trying to bring it up. They do. Here's Jansen on the wing to Gilmore off the glass. Good for 2 more.
Last pass in there to Gilmore. She had 2 girls on her. Just stayed strong, stayed up there, and was able to lay it in.
18-8, Collinsville now up. Here is Dutko over to Sykes. Sykes drives baseline, takes the shot, and gets mugged. Ricky Merlack is going to get called for that infraction. And Collinsville will pick up their 5th foul.
Not a bad foul to take. After Sykes gets past Scheller there, Merlack last line of defense is going to hack her there and prevent the easy layup.
Emily Sykes to the free throw line. First shot good. So right now, Granite City 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Malacia Bennett checks into the game for the first time, 5'3" junior. Back to the free throw line is Sykes. One more shot coming her way. And she misses that one, a little off to the right. There's Gilmore with the rebound. Collinsville brings it up. Here is Ella Guerrero. Guerrero brings it out to the middle of the court. Hands it off. And into the game is Denasia Willis to Jansen. Jansen backs out to the top of the key. Willis, 5'10" sophomore. Got a few points in that win over Cahokia the other night. Now a pass over to Guerrero is knocked out of bounds, and Collinsville will get to keep the ball. Inbound pass comes into the backcourt from Guerrero to Megan Jansen. 5:20 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville up 18-9. Here is Jansen. Jansen underneath trying to find Scheller, and she gets pushed from behind by Stepanek, and Stepanek will pick up her first foul. And Collinsville will inbound from underneath of their own basket. Here is Willis with the inbound pass. All the way out front to Jenna Scheller, but that one stayed up there too long, allowed Granite City to come in. They pick up a turnover, and they bring it up court, and another whistle will stop the action. Another foul coming up against Collinsville. This one is going to go against Gilmore. It'll be her first, team 6th. To the free throw line, it is Brown. And hers is off to the right. This is the last game we have for you this week. Next week, only 2 games. Monday and Tuesday. Thanksgiving being next week. Have some bowling action for you on Monday, and then some ice hockey action for you on Tuesday. Missed on the second. as well. So no points for Miller Brown. Collinsville, they bring the ball up court. Here is Jansen. Jansen in the slot between the center court circle and the top of the key, gives it up for Guerrero. Guerrero now over onto the right side to Scheller. She plays a little volleyball. You know she's good at that. She just volleyed that one right over to Jansen, but Collinsville couldn't keep it alive, and it ends up going out of bounds, and it will belong once again to the Kahawks.
Long arms of Gilmore really kept that alive for the Kahawks.
Yeah.
Scheller's first shot went long, but Gilmore outstretched everybody.
Bardwell throws it into Jansen. Jansen takes it from the left wing all the way around to the top of the key and over to the right wing. There she hands it off to Guerrero. Guerrero looks and finds Bardwell. Bardwell gets a nice little block and then a foul as she was going up for a shot, and that one's going to go against Wiley. That'll be the 6th-team foul for Granite City. Each team now at 6. 18-9, Collinsville with the lead. 4:33 left to play here in this first half. Inbound pass again coming in from Bardwell. Bardwell finally throws it up almost in time for that buzzer or for that whistle would sound, and then Jansen misses the shot, and Bardwell steps out of bounds as he was trying to save it.
So the Kahawks are just trying to move the ball around there. Jansen really didn't even take that shot there. They just had gotten the ball inbounds. Set something up. Don't just take first wide open shot.
4:20 left to play here in this first half. Almost another turnover, and almost happened again. Almost a turnover, and then almost a out of bounds, and then almost a traveling, and now that is a traveling. Gwyneth Hale shuffled her feet one too many times without bouncing that ball. So Collinsville living off some turnovers. That's the 12th turnover here in the first half for Granite City.
Yeah, you don't need to pull the ball up from way back there. Not going to be able to do anything with it. You have to get some help.
Here's Guerrero. Kicks it out for Jansen. Jansen bluffs the three. Inside Scheller. She'll use that strength. And Stepanek knocks the ball out of bounds as Scheller was trying to go up. So Collinsville retains possession.
We're going to stop here for another mask timeout.
And you mentioned it, another mask timeout. So we will step aside for, I guess, our own mask timeout, if you will. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Collinsville with the ball. Gilmore just underneath the bucket makes another one. Gilmore now with 11 points. And here is Bennett with a dribble drive up underneath the basket and a baseline jump shot for Sykes, and she hits. She's been trying that shot about 3 or 4 times and finally got one to hit.
Kahawks really can only get all their points inside. Gilmore and Scheller have 17 of the 20 points. Kahawks haven't been able to establish anything outside shooting-wise yet.
22-11 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Jansen up underneath. Scheller left all alone, and all she had to do was turn around, take another step, and she got an easy 2 points.
Works out good for the Kahawks. Just pound them inside.
Yeah. There's another shot by Sykes. I think she just kind of threw that one up. Hit off the backboard and into the hands of Katie Bardwell. Bardwell brings the ball up into the paint and kicks it back outside for Guerrero. Guerrero over here on the left wing in front of the Granite City bench. Throws it up to Jansen. Jansen bluffs the three and then makes Bennett do a little bit more extra work out there. Now Jansen backs up toward the midcourt stripe, moves herself over into the right wing, up underneath for Gilmore, off the glass, and two more for Talisha Gilmore.
Jansen was able to lead Gilmore a little bit farther outside. She was able to stretch her hands out with Gilmore, and then by then she had outmaneuvered her man there and got in for the layup.
Timeout on the floor. It is a full timeout, so we're back in just 60 seconds on the Kahok Sports Network.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a time like this, in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's a lot better now.
It was like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. Duke, Chris Keller back with you from Granite City. 2.5 minutes left to play here in this first half. Collinsville up 24-11. Granite City with the ball. Here is Jackson with a one-arm pass over to Wiley. Wiley cuts in the paint. Underhand shot. Didn't even come close to the rim. And then Scheller with the rebound, but it's knocked right out of her hands. And then Scheller will pick up a foul in the process.
Good hustle play that by Wiley. Not giving up. Scheller had gotten the ball and didn't account for Wiley still being there back behind her.
So Wiley to the free throw line. Her first trip to the charity stripe tonight. And that one is off to the right.
Get Scheller out of there with her second foul. Probably don't want her to pick up the third one here in the last 2 minutes of the half.
So much for Talisha Gilmore's small break, huh?
Just a small break. She'll have to go back out there. She only has one foul.
Yep. Second free throw made by Wiley. 24-12. Collinsville in the lead. There is Guerrero. Hands the ball off to Merlack. Merlack with a wide open lane. Takes the shot but can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound, then gets mugged. And now Gilmore there trying to find the ball. She can't. And the next time, it just rolls right into the lap of one of the Warriors. And Collinsville trying to keep that from turning into points. And they're going to get that opportunity. That ball ends up out of bounds. Well, now they're going to change their minds and say that it's out of bounds on Collinsville. Inbound pass comes in from Emily Sykes. Up the way to Jackson. Back to outside the lane and underneath the basket. Reverse layup. Can't find it, Stepanek. And then Sykes and Gilmore clamp onto the ball and a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville. 1:43 left to play here in this first half. 24-12 in favor of Collinsville. And the Cahoks with the ball. Here's Jansen. Megan Jansen brings the ball up. Megan has been held pointless so far in this game. Here's a three-point try. High arc. That one misses everything. And a nice job trying to keep that in bounds by Reinhardt, but it ends up going to the wrong person. But then Granite City turns the ball over again. Then Collinsville turns the ball right back over. Three-point shot from Sykes misses. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Cahoks bring it up with 1:15 left to play. Here is Jansen. Nice behind-the-back dribble to herself. Dumps it off, and Gilmore couldn't hold on to it this time. And Collinsville will turn the ball over for the 9th time this evening.
Really, and that's not out of Granite City's pressure there. Just Cahoks trying to go just a little too quickly, especially here late in this half.
Willis will check back in for Collinsville. Gilmore will go get another break. Get herself some water. Probably won't come back in this half. Only 1 minute, 5 seconds left in the second half. Here is Bennett bringing the ball up for Granite City. Bennett puts on a couple of nice moves, gets around a couple of players, puts a shot up, can't get it to fall. Rebound, she'll get it herself. All the way back out front, but then she loses it. And Collinsville brings it back up, and a dribble drive by Jansen, and she can't get it to fall, and then it rolls down the front of her body and out of bounds.
Guerrero swung out past the three-point line there. Could have been an option there for Jansen to kick it out to her and try to get that three instead of forcing that in up against two players.
35 seconds to play here in the first half. Here is Sykes in the paint, takes the shot and gets it to roll. 24-14.
I think here's Kahok's here. Just slow this down, get this last shot.
Over to Willis, inside now Merlack, dumps it off, and Reinhardt gives it up to Guerrero. Guerrero outside the perimeter, back to Reinhardt. She backs her way into the paint, takes the shot, high, won't fall, didn't even hit the backboard, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. They try to bring it up looking for the last shot, but that ball is poked out of bounds by Jansen. And Jansen checking her lip for some blood. Well, Gilmore is going to come back in with 5.8 seconds left. Also checking in is Gwyneth Hale again for Granite City. And Malacia Bennett back to the bench. 5.8 seconds for Granite City to do something here. Out front it goes. Jackson with it. She'll take the shot off the rim. Won't go. Rebound by Megan Jansen, and she couldn't find the handle on the ball to get a proper shot off, and that is the way that the second half the first half, comes to a close. Collinsville up by a score of 24-14. We will take a timeout, or 2 or 3, and we'll crunch some numbers and come back and tell you all about the first half, and we'll do that in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene with Visionary Wealth Advisors at his new Collinsville office located at 106 North Clinton, or call Brad at 618-467-8420. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than Elsie's Pub in Caseyville, just blocks from Collinsville High School LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium on Main Street in Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz. And classic rock, it's always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl by the hundreds, plus new releases by new artists as well as reissues by classic artists. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's Record Emporium. There, you can test out all the latest in audio gear, from top-of-the-line speakers to the latest in new turntables, plus amps, streamers, and all of the accessories like needles, belts, and more. While you're there, check out the music-related wall art, as well as t-shirts, record cleaners, and so much more. Plus, if you can't find it at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Come check out Collinsville's only record store, Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in beautiful uptown Collinsville, 618-795-1333, online, richesrecordemporium.com. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027.
And once again, welcome back to Granite City. Todd Duke here with you, Chris Keller as well. I don't know why the camera is jumpy like that now. It didn't start off that way, but slowly but surely it got that way. But it's not stopping, and I don't have any missed frames. My green box is green the whole time, so I don't know why it's a little jumpy like that. Anyway, here's a look at your first half stats. Collinsville leads this one 24-14. Kahawks had a 12-8 lead after 1 quarter of play, although they did trail early on by a score of 4-0, but they managed to right the ship after a timeout by Coach Colin Moore, and they had a 12-8 first quarter, and then they returned and had a 12-6 second quarter, and they are now winning this one by a score of 24-14. Leading scorer in this one is Talisha Gilmore with 13 points. Collinsville only has 3 players with points tonight. Gilmore has 13, Jenna Scheller has 9, and Katie Bardwell has 2. On the other side of the ledger, Kaylin Wiley and Emily Sykes both have 5 points for Granite City, while Gwyneth Hale and Ella Stepanek each have 2. So there are your 14 points. Collinsville out rebounding Granite City in that first half, 15-11. Turnovers, that was won by Granite City in a category you don't want to win. Granite City turned the ball over 13 times compared to Collinsville's 10, and a bulk of those came in succession in the first quarter. From the lines, Collinsville hit 2 of 4 free throws, and Granite City hit 4 of 8, so both teams are 50% from the charity stripe, and both teams are 0 for in the three-point department. Collinsville is 0 for 6, while Granite City is 0 for 4. Chris Keller, Collinsville survived kind of a weird first quarter there and ended up coming out on top, even though they were down a lot. Or not a lot, but they were down in that first quarter.
Down a bit there in the first quarter there, but the Canucks have really established their post players, Scheller and Gilmore. Granite City really has no answer for them, but we'd like to see them knock down some outside shots here. Jansen and Guerrero are better than that to go 0 for here in the first half.
Yeah, and
second half.
Yeah, neither one of those two young ladies, Megan Jansen or Ella Guerrero, have points in the first half of this one. So that one is just a little bit strange, I would say. So we'll see what the second half has in order here for Collinsville and Granite City. Collinsville, of course, they are off until they take part in the Nashville tournament. That begins next week. They have a game against Benton on Monday night. And Granite City, they don't play again until Monday night either, when they take their first game on the road at Belleville East.
Nice to see Collinsville finally opening the season here this week before the Thanksgiving tournament, and not just diving right into that tough Nashville tournament.
Yeah,
a couple warm-up games, if you will.
Yeah, it's always a tough tournament. And good to get a couple of games under your belt before that starts. So, yeah, I totally agree with you. Here is Wiley up underneath the basket, gets it to Sykes. Sykes takes the shot but doesn't hit anything except for the hands of Katie Bardwell. So Collinsville, they'll try to get the first points here in the second half. Here is Jansen, kicks it outside to Guerrero. Guerrero, free throw line to Scheller. Scheller from the baseline takes a shot that went over the basket, and this one falls right into the hands of Sykes. Sykes brings it up and then pulls up, gives it up for Stepanek. Outside shot for Dutko for 3. That one misses the mark. And the rebound belongs to Granite City, and Sykes throws it back out front now for Wiley. And then Dutko will take it. She'll back up and slow everything down. Over here on the wing for Brown. Now back over here into the left-hand corner. 3-point shot for Stepanek. That misses. And right over the basket into the hands of Gilmore. Collinsville. They bring it up. Cross-court pass to Bardwell. Bardwell for 3 right in front of her bench. That one at least hit something. Coming up with the rebound was Granite City. Yeah, it was too long, but at least it hit something. Last couple of 3-point shots taken have been air balls. Here is a shot from about 10 feet away that rolls across the rim off of the hands of Stepanek, and it is Jansen with the rebound. She'll come all the way in, and it'll drop, and she'll go to the line for a bonus shot, and Megan Jansen finally on the board here in this contest. Had to be all the way in the second half, but she's on the board.
She goes all Rayshawn Taylor on us there. She says, I'm just going to drive it in myself and draw the foul. That's what he got famous for.
Goes all Rayshawn Taylor on us. I like that. So Jansen at the free throw line. Megan went 2 for 2 from the free throw line in that win over Cahokia. Jansen, shot, good. Granite City, they bring it on up. Here is Bennett over to Sykes. Sykes dribbles, picks it up, and throws the ball back over onto the other wing. And now here is Brown. She'll dump it off. Bardwell tried to pick it off. She couldn't. Stepanek bounces the ball into the paint, off the glass, too hard, and a loose ball. Now picked up by Wiley, and then blocked out by Scheller, and Collinsville is going to end up with this ball. That's some determination for you down low.
Yeah, by Scheller. She did a lot there. Blocked shot, volleyed the ball away, and then had that last block. Great job playing a little defense.
Here is Jansen, gets it into Gilmore. Gilmore back outside to Megan Jansen. Jansen dribble drives into the paint, takes the shot, good for two.
There you go. She's finding, outside shots haven't been there, but find a bit of a game there from a shorter game.
Here is Bennett now. Bennett gets double teamed and has to back up trying to get out of it, can't do it. And a shot, no good, rolls across the rim. Bardwell with the rebound, kicks it out for Jansen. Megan Jansen gets tripped up on her way down by Bennett. And let's hope Jansen's okay. She's over there on the other side. She'll be fine. Getting a little help up there by Wiley. After it was Bennett that ends up knocking her down. And Granite City makes some player changes. Out goes Bennett and out goes Brown. In comes Hale. And Wiley. Here's Jansen. Jansen over on the left wing. Backs up and then gives to Scheller just outside the lane. One step into the paint and knocked out of her hands.
Granite City standing in their position there, just knocked that one away.
29-14, Collinsville has the lead and the ball. 5:26 left to play here in this third quarter. Inbound pass comes from Bardwell to Guerrero, over to Jansen. Megan Jansen on the left wing, gets it inside for Gilmore. One step and back out front it goes for Bardwell. She got ran into. No call on the play though. Wiley didn't mean to, just going for the ball, but thought there might have been a body contact call. Now around the horn it goes, over to Jansen in the left corner. She'll dribble in the perimeter and then dribble right back out. Into the paint, free throw line, takes the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound comes all the way out for Guerrero. Guerrero, she'll launch a three-point shot. That one misses. And then the ball ends up going out of bounds. It'll belong to Granite City.
Fortunately, another one that missed everything, but Jansen had a good look at it, driving again there for the Kahoks. Couldn't get that one to fall.
Collinsville really never has been a big three-point shooting team, not on the girls' side anyway. But they continue to work at it. And as of right now, Collinsville 0 for 8 from beyond the three-point stripe. Here is Guerrero. She just missed the most recent three-point try. Kicks it out front for Jansen. Megan takes it from the top over onto the right wing, in the paint, takes the shot and gets the fingertip roll. So no points in the first half, but Jansen with 6 points here in the second half.
She's now realizing that she doesn't have to even get it in down there on the post. They'll leave her open to drive, and she can put up some layups from there.
Here is Dutko, and Dutko has the ball knocked out of her hands. It's on the ground, and who wants it? Still on the ground. Scheller has it, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville. So another turnover for Granite City. 4:16 left to play here in this third quarter. A timeout is called on the floor, and we will step aside with that timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Might send it to us.
Back here at Granite City, we're getting our picture taken. It's like the paparazzi.
Good. Great Chris Mitchell here.
The great Chris Mitchell.
Yes, he's famous.
31 to 14 in favor of Collinsville. 4:10 left, and then right after we get through playing a little bit after that commercial timeout, we're going to get another one for a mask break, and now we have a whistle after a foul on Granite City. This one's going to go against Dutko.
Yeah, Jansen's becoming a real handful now. She's not just settling for the outside shot. She's looking to drive in, and if post players aren't there, she'll put it up herself.
And that one hits for Megan Jansen.
He's adjusted well here coming out of his first 4 minutes of the second half.
No joke there. And she hits both free throws, so she's on fire. She's scored the only points here in the half. In the quarter. Got 8 of them. Granite City trying to figure things out, but they turn the ball over again. Mask timeout.
Yep, there's the mask.
There is your mask timeout. And we will, of course, take a timeout right along with them as well. So we will be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
Back here at Granite City High School. I am Todd Duke, and I'm not famous. Chris Keller, he's on the other microphone. He might be more famous than me. Blues winning 3-1, you say?
Yeah, Blues win 3-1 second period.
Yeah, I left my hockey game on Tuesday night and listened to it all the way home from Granite City. We was just over in the park here about a couple of blocks away for the hockey game the other night. And I listened to it on the way home. It was tied 2-2. I get home, I turn it on the TV, and there's 7 minutes left, and 2 minutes later, Arizona scores the goal, and that ends up being the final. I was not very happy. I'm sure the Blues weren't either. Here's Jansen. Almost lost the ball, and now she does. Double dribble.
Yeah, she started to lose it and then picked it back up off the ground. And she ended up dribbling it so low that it wasn't even a dribble anymore.
Trying to pull another Rayshawn Taylor. 33-14, 3.5 to go here in this third quarter, and here are the Warriors, and a shot from just underneath the basket misses the mark for Stepanek, and Collinsville pulls away the rebound. Here's Guerrero. Guerrero races it up, gives it up to Jansen. Jansen for 3 from the wing, and that one just missed. Collinsville just missing on these three-point shots tonight, now 0 for 9.
That was a good-looking shot, though. That was
probably
the best one.
Yeah. They call a foul?
Yeah, didn't they get Scheller
on
that?
Did.
On that?
And that's they still got her up there for 1. I've got her for 3 now.
And the foul board part had 2, and now they took her off.
Okay.
So who knows?
Yep. Yeah, because she left the floor. Here is Bennett. Bennett pops, can't get it to drop. Gets the ball right back into her hands, though, as she drives, but that door is closed by a double team called Gilmore and Reinhardt. That's a nice double team. Another timeout called. Boy, I tell you what, we have timeouts called everywhere. This one is a 60-second timeout called by the Granite City Warriors. So we will take a timeout, and we will be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500. Back again at Granite City High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, we're with you. Glad that you're with us. Thanksgiving a week from tonight. Hope everybody's ready. Here's a three-point shot from the wing, and that one just bounces a little bit short. Rebound belongs to Collinsville, and the Kahawks work the ball up court. Here's Guerrero. Ella works it over to the left wing, into the left corner for Merlack. Back over to Guerrero. One dribble, back to the top of the key, Reinhardt. Now over onto the wing in front of her own bench for Jansen. Back into Reinhardt, gets around a player, puts the shot up, can't get it to go. Rebound, that is knocked down and handled by Sykes. Sykes pulls up her dribble and then throws the ball up across the line to Wiley. Wiley drives, baseline, foul called. This one's going to go against Talisha Gilmore. That'll be her second. To the free throw line will be Kaylin Wiley. She is 1 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight.
Granite City still looking to get on the board here this second half.
That they are. Been held scoreless here in this third quarter.
Their JV counterparts only had 1 point in the second half.
So Wiley misses the first and gets the second. There's your point. We'll see if they can muster up any more here. 33-15. Collinsville with the lead in the ball. Jansen for three, and that one falls a little short.
Gets her own rebound.
Yeah, she does.
Went long.
There's Merlack in the paint. Turns around, takes the shot, can't get it to go. Comes around right down into the hands of Sykes. Sykes on the move, then gets double teamed. Gilmore just takes that ball right out of her hands. Wow. That's what some height and long reach will do for you. Here is Merlack. Merlack caught in the corner, and now a foul coming up against Wiley. That'll be her second. Nope, there was a timeout.
Coach Moore calling timeout.
Coach Moore called a timeout. We will we'll just keep it here for this one. It's only a 30-second timeout anyway. 1 minute, 52 seconds left here in this third quarter. And as I mentioned earlier, we have some bowling coming up for you. Hockey and bowling are the two sports that I did not get to do last year. Well, I've already got my hockey fixed, taken care of. And bowling will be Monday from Camelot Bowl.
Who do they play?
And it's against Belleville West. Bowling team taking on Belleville East today at Belleville East, and I'm waiting to hear from Coach Hay on the results. And I just looked at my phone and see that I have a text message, so that might be it. And if I have some time, I'll look at that for you. Yeah, I got bowling on Monday and hockey versus Belleville at 9 o'clock game on Tuesday night, but luckily I work for the school district, and we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So after that 9 o'clock hockey game, I can go home and go to sleep and don't have to get up early. That's nice. Ball picked up by Granite City with 95 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Dutko. Dutko underneath the basket, and they volley for it, and Collinsville wins. Another turnover by Granite City. Here is Jansen. Jansen spins in the paint, takes the off-balance shot, and gets it to fall. She couldn't get anything to fall in the first half, and now she's getting all kinds of things to fall here in the second half.
Shane settling for the long shot. She's dribble driving in and creating some stuff.
Here's a shot from the wing, and that's a three-point shot. First three-point shot made tonight by either team, and it belongs to Malicia Bennett.
Good looking shot too. Swished it through.
Sure was. Under a minute to go. Here's Merlack. Ricky drives in from the wing, and she's fouled by Bennett. Bennett will pick up her second. And that'll stop the clock with 47.9 to go. Katie Bardwell checks back into the game for Collinsville, and Mariana Jackson does the same for Granite City. Reinhardt to the bench for Collinsville, and Wiley to the bench for the Warriors. Here is Ella Guerrero with the inbound. Gil hits the bottom of the backboard and comes down and right into the hands of Stepanek. That's one of the weirder turnovers you will see, and then Granite City returns the favor and commits their 20th turnover. And Collinsville will get the ball back. We have too many players on the court.
Yeah, Scheller came in. They got to figure out who's going out.
Yeah, we got 5 girls on the court, and there's one down here waiting to inbound. That is Megan Jansen. Jansen does so to Guerrero. Guerrero will fly up the left side. Heads towards the corner, now drives baseline, throws it out to Gilmore. Turn around, Gilmore has it knocked out of her hands by Stepanek. And Granite City brings the ball back up court. Here is Dutko. 20 seconds left. 3-point shot, that falls a little short off of the hands of Jackson. Return put up, still won't fall in. And the rebound this time belongs to Collinsville. Here is Megan Jansen, and she drives, she shoots, she scores, and she's going to go to the line for a bonus shot.
It's really been all Jansen here this third
Sure has.
quarter for the Cahoks. They haven't really been looking inside. Jansen's really just been creating, and nothing wrong with that. Just another facet of the game, another way. Granite City trying to take the post play away, and Jansen has really opened it up for herself.
Alicia Bennett picks up another foul. That's her third, 2 in a row for her. And then Megan Jansen can't hit the free throw. And the rebound belongs to Granite City. And the Warriors bring it up. 5 seconds left. Here's a shot that goes high, rolls around the rim, won't fall. Reinhardt with the rebound. Jansen, and she couldn't get a shot off before the buzzer sounded. So we will head to the fourth quarter with Collinsville leading by a score of 37-18. And looking to close this one out as the fourth quarter is coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back here with you. No, we're not at the Blues game.
No, we win last week.
At the Blues game, they sing along to that Country Road song. Here they do not. Talking about some basketball, boy. I tell you what, I came home the other night and found out that the Illini and Missouri lost to teams that they shouldn't have lost to. I was like, what? What's going on? Nice steal. Yeah, nice steal by Jansen, and she'll drive the ball up the court, give it up to Gilmore. Gilmore's fouled, and she'll be going to the free throw line. 37-18, fourth quarter. Gilmore to the free throw line, 1 for 3 tonight from the charity stripe. And Kaylin Wiley now has 2 fouls. Here's Gilmore off to the left. That's one part of her game she really needs to work on.
Yeah, clearly does a lot of good things, both sides of the ball, but free throws.
Not her thing.
Have not been her thing just yet, but
no.
Still early in the season. Work on them as we go along.
Got plenty of time to work on them, including right now. There you go. Hits the second shot. This time and the last time she was up there for 2, she missed the first one and hit the second one. So 38-18. Granite City trying to answer here. Whistle on the play. Turnover again for Granite City. They are piling up turnovers. Matter of fact, they have more turnovers than they do points. That's their 22nd turnover to go along with their 18 points. Here is Jansen. Jansen getting a little pressure in the back. Gets the ball up to Sanaa Harris, who's into the game for the first time. And Sanaa just kind of ran into Brown and knocked Brown backwards. Didn't mean to. Harris, 5'8" junior. And a foul. Coming out, they're going to call the foul against Brown. Well, that just adds insult to injury, doesn't it? Here is Sanaa Harris, and she hits one. That's the way to do it. Harris had 2 points in that win over Cahokia, so she's up that point total to 3, looking to make it 4. And she does.
Jansen goes to the bench, and they bring in Carlisle, so looking to now rest some of these players here with quite a lead. And
here is Wiley, has the ball knocked out of her hands by Gilmore, throws it down the way, and Lily Carlisle steps right in front of Dupko and steals the ball from her. We're hoping Lily Carlisle can get her first varsity points in this game. Here is Guerrero, bounce underneath to Gilmore. Gilmore is fouled, and that one is going to belong to Stepanek, and that'll be her second, and that'll be the team's 8th. 2 shots coming up for Gilmore, so she's going to get some more practice here. Megan Jansen's not going to stay on the bench for very long either, is she?
Apparently not. Thought they might be ready to rest her, but she's just going to get a brief.
Whoop, swoops out.
Get Guerrero out of there.
Yeah, she'll come and take Guerrero's place. That free throw shot by Gilmore and then by Harris are the only points scored by anyone not named Megan Jansen. This time, Gilmore couldn't pick up the second one. The rebound belongs to Granite City. Warriors bring it up. Here is Hale. Hale dumps it off onto the wing. Now into the corner it goes for Dutko. Dutko looks to drive baseline, and a foul coming up against Sanaa Harris. She'll pick up her first. That's only the second team foul here in the second half for Collinsville, or make that the third, sorry. 40-18. 6:57 left to play. Inbound pass comes in for Bennett. She launches a three-point shot and makes it. Her second three-pointer of the night. And another timeout. Another timeout. So guess what? We will take a timeout as well. We got another one coming up for the mass timeout. That'll be a little bit later, but right now we're on a regular timeout. We'll be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Okay, I got you. I didn't know if it was like a Granite City Lady Warriors basketball page or anything, Gotcha. Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from Granite City High School. 6:50 to play here in this fourth quarter. 40-21 in favor of your Collinsville Kahawks. Glad that you're with us on a chilly Thursday. What else are you going to do? Go outside and freeze? I didn't think so. Inbound pass coming in for Collinsville. Katie Bardwell does so to Scheller at the free throw line, and back the way we go, where Collinsville needs to score some points, and that's a travel. That was almost 2 travels in one. Looks like she had a hard time getting the ball out of her hands, and then she stopped the feet moving. Then she kept the feet moving, and then the ball was still in her hands.
She's not the one you want to bring up the ball anyway, so I don't know what that was all about.
Here is Bennett. Too hard on that shot and almost out of bounds, but she gets it into Stepanek, and Stepanek uses the high glass and picks up her first field goal of the night. She had 2 points earlier. Both came from the free throw line.
Let's see, trying to put on a little pressure there now. Too much hands there.
Yeah, Jackson fouls Megan Jansen, and that is the 9th team foul for Granite City. So it is 1-and-1 time for Megan. Gilmore will go back to the bench, and Murlack will come in. Megan Jansen at the free throw line. 2 for 3 tonight. First shot's good, so she'll stay for a bonus. 13 points now for Megan Jansen after having none in the first half. And she'll pick up both free throws and add to that total. That ball's knocked out of bounds. Jansen steps in front of the intended target, which was Bennett. and knocked that ball out. Out front it goes to the midcourt stripe for Wiley. Wiley sends it back over onto the wing for Hale, and Hale hands the ball off to Bennett. Bennett reverses direction twice, comes back out to the top of the key, launches a three-point shot, high arc. That one misses everything. And
Not enough on it.
Yeah, Collinsville will get the ball back. They do so. Here's Guerrero. Guerrero gets around her defender and gets around another. Throws a pass up, knocked out of bounds, and Collinsville will inbound from underneath of their own basket. Lady Cahock's up 42-23. Looking to start the season 2-0. 1 week from tomorrow, the boys kick off their season at Rock Island in their Rock Island tournament.
Yep, they'll play Rock Island, Chicago, Brooks, and Canton. Some very different opponents. We've probably never seen any of them teams in a very long time, if ever at all.
Yeah, nice move by Scheller. That's her first points here in the second half.
They've been out there practicing. See Coach Lee.
Well, there's a little nice drive, a little one-hand finish by Jackson. And Granite City now back up to more points than turnovers. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero, the freshman, right underneath the basket. Followed the baseline the whole way and comes out the other side on the left wing. Three-point shot, that one's short. Collinsville still 0 for in the three-point category tonight. Now 0 for 12. There's another little flying shot off the hands of Jackson, but that one won't go, and Collinsville picks up the rebound. Here is Merlack. Merlack drives into the paint, takes the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound for Scheller. She'll put it back up, and she'll be fouled in the process.
Could have called the foul, too, on Merlack's shot attempt, too. That's what prevented that from going in.
44-25, and Jenna Scheller at the free throw line. She is 1 of 1 tonight. Jenna ready to go. 10th team foul, by the way, so nothing but 2 shots from here on out at the free throw line for Collinsville, and that one misses for Scheller. Gilmore checks back in for Collinsville. Bardwell to the bench. Renaya Salmon Chance into the game for the first time tonight for Granite City, as they get some of their underclassmen a little bit of varsity playing time as well. Jenna Scheller hits the second one. (45-25). 5 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Dutko. Dutko gives it up across the center stripe to Wiley. And now inside, back to Wiley, top of the key. Shot won't go. Rebound on the ground, and that belongs to Granite City. There is Wiley once again. She dribbles and drives, takes the shot, and no good, but Stepanek puts it back. She can't get it to fall either. And now the rebound belongs again to Stepanek, and over to Dutko it goes. Dutko over on the right wing probably took one too many steps and got away with it. I think so did Stepanek over here on the baseline as well, and I believe that a foul was called. This one is going to go against Jenna Scheller. That'll be her fourth. Inbound pass comes into Wiley, and a three-point shot from the wing. This is the mark from the hands of Chance. Collinsville comes away with the rebound and then has the ball knocked away. Here is Sykes. She'll drive, and Scheller is going to foul out.
She got her on the bump just a little bit before the shot. So she'll foul out. And I guess they're just notifying him of the foul out. I thought we were going to take that mass timeout.
They'll probably wait until after the shots. I don't even think Jenna knew that she fouled out. She gets a nice hand from the Collinsville faithful.
Still got to get a sub.
Yeah, they're going to sub after the first shot. She's standing right in front of Coach Moore right now. Now they're going to sub. And they'll bring back in Elena Reinhardt.
She can't stay in while they shoot the free throws. You got to get out as soon as you foul out.
Another substitution as Stepanek goes out, and Hale comes back in for Granite City. At the free throw line, Kaylin Wiley. She is 2 of 4 from there tonight. No good. Another one coming for Wiley. And that one is good. (45-26), Collinsville with the lead. And the ball across the timeline to Ella Guerrero. Guerrero runs up the sideline, cuts in, takes the pass to Gilmore. Gilmore is fouled. And this one is going to belong to Kaylin Wiley. Wiley will pick up her third.
And even though Granite City ain't in the Southwestern Conference anymore, we'll still see them.
Yeah, we always see them twice a year, it seems like.
We'll still have them a second time for girls basketball, at least, at home later on in the season.
Here is Gilmore, and this one's good. First time she's hit the front end tonight.
Well, these two teams will see each other down the road at Fletcher Gym.
And misses the back end. Reinhardt with the rebound, puts it back, still can't get it to go. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Collinsville will keep it. Ricky Merlack set to inbound. Does so to Gilmore. Back out to Merlack. She'll take the shot from there. It goes on the inside of the rim. Comes out for a rebound, and Megan Jansen comes up with it. Jansen then will back out of there and throw a pass up to Merlack. Free throw line. Drive. Shot off the glass. Good for two. Ricky Merlack on the board for the first time tonight.
Some players out there that haven't scored yet except for Gilmore. Now one of them on the board here.
Out front, Dutko. Thought about the three, pulled it back, and Bennett will take the three, and she'll miss. Rebound belongs to Gilmore for Collinsville. Kahawks bring the ball back up, 3:20 left to play, and now we're going to have a foul called. Mask timeout to go along right with it. So we will take a mask timeout as well. I'm not sure if he was getting ready to call a foul or not. I guess he did on number 10. So at any rate, we will take a timeout, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves, like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from Granite City High School. Kahawks look like they're going to start this season off 2-0. And since they usually start their season at the Nashville tournament, it's probably been a while since the Kahawks have gone 2-0 to start off a season. I know they had a pretty successful tournament a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think they got in the championship a few games, so it might have been 1, 2, or 3 games to start.
Here is Guerrero at the free throw line. She hits, and now Guerrero is on the board for the first time tonight.
They'll play Benton and Nashville and West Glen in their pool play games, and then have a crossover fourth game on the last day.
Guerrero hits both of her free throws. So the free throw percentage is starting to pick up a little bit here for the Kahawks. And they now have 50 points. Here is Jackson for Granite City. She dribbles, she drives, she dumps it off at the free throw line, and then back out front for Sykes, or excuse me, for Wiley. Wiley's shot good, and then Wiley gets hurt.
She got slapped in the face and then went down hard. So a couple of things there. Got slapped in the face and got banged as coming down.
Miller Brown back into the game. She started tonight, but haven't seen much of her since. Here's Guerrero. Guerrero will throw the ball across the timeline to Bardwell. Bardwell gives it up to Jansen. Jansen couldn't hold on to it. Collinsville turns the ball over for the 19th time tonight. Only 4 turnovers in the game against Kahok. He had 19 turnovers tonight. Here's Jackson for Granite City. Top of the key, 2:45 left here in this fourth quarter. Over to Dutko. Dutko over in the right corner, and a step out of bounds by Sophia.
Defense there by the Calyx is standing tall, not letting her go anywhere. Makes her have to backtrack and stepped out of bounds.
Inbound pass comes into Guerrero, who gives it right back to Jansen. And Megan drives, splits the defense, but had her pocket picked by Hale. And a give and go, and they give it up to Dutko, but Dutko had no room to move on the baseline, so back out front we go for Jackson. Driving, baseline, shot taken, but tipped out of the hands of Miller Brown by Merlack and Gilmore. Now Merlack comes up with it, and a foul called, and this one is going to go, I believe, against Hale.
Collinsville's going to really clear the bench now, bring in a whole new 5.
That is against Hale, and that'll be her second. We've been way past 10 for a while, so Calyx have been shooting 2 free throws for a while now, and Merlack up at the free throw line, her first time up there, and she'll miss the front end. Try to get it on the back end. Emma Rabashewski checks into the game. Lily Carlisle in. Carson Mode is in as well. And back into the game is Denasia Willis. And looks like Sanaa Harris is going to come in after Merlack takes this next shot, which she misses. So 0 for 2 on that one, and she'll have to wait a little bit longer after the rebound, but that one was thrown away.
Not much longer.
Yep, not much. So Sanaa Harris will come back in for Merlack. Isabella Manji will check into the game for the first time for Granite City. Well, hold on, they said. Hold on, they said. 2:11 left to play here in this one. 50-28 in favor of Collinsville.
Hopefully we have everybody in the book now that we're getting to the bottom of the benches here.
Yeah. Inbound pass will come in from Emma Rabashewski. Now we're still getting another whistle, and they're still trying to bring in Alyssa Biggs. The referee talking things over with Greg Vaughn, the Granite City head coach. Not sure what that's about.
I think it was the case of what I thought. I think we're at the bottom of the bench now, and somebody's not in the book. And that's a shame that it happens to the home book that they weren't able to get.
So they brought somebody in that wasn't on the book, and they get penalized for it. Here is Lily Carlisle looking for her first points as a varsity player.
And that really should just not happen to the home team.
Come on, Lily.
Oh, that's right. We're waiting for
Come on, Lily.
Lily to get some points here.
Pressure standing up at the free throw line all by yourself. There you go. Lily Carlisle is on the board in the varsity books. Collinsville will get the ball back as well. And it'll be Sanaa Harris who will inbound right at midcourt. Does so into the backcourt for Carlisle. Carlisle brings the ball up, shoves it over to Rabashewski in front of her own bench. Emma back to the top of the key, gives it up for Harris. Harris into the paint, comes back out, into the corner. Rabashewski for 3, and that one rolls across the rim. Collinsville still 0 for in the three-point department shot, man. And ooh. Miller Brown took a big fall there. I thought she might have hit her head on the floor, but that is going to be a foul against Sanaa Harris. That'll be her second. And it is the team's 6th. So still no free throw shooting here for Granite City. Sophia Manji will inbound this one. Does so to Jackson. Jackson brings it up with 1:45 left to play. Now she'll back it up and then launch a three-point shot that's going to be off and out of bounds. Inbound pass from Harris to Carlisle, back to Harris, back to Carlisle. Across the way for Rabashewski. Rabashewski over on the left wing, back to Carlisle toward the top of the key. And then Lily spins out of the way, free throw line, takes the shot, looking for her first two-pointer. And she'll have to wait a little longer. Here's Carson Mode. Her shot goes off of everything but won't fall in. And the rebound this time belongs to Granite City. Here comes Jackson once again. Jackson for the Lady Warriors. Baseball pass. Into the corner, going for Biggs. Back over to Jackson. Jackson right at the center court stripe. Circles back around, and she's trying to give a little direction to Biggs, and a shot from three-point land misses the mark. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Rabashevsky brings it up, takes the shot. Good. No, it's not. Almost thought she got that fingertip roll, but it didn't fall in, and Jackson will get called for her third foul, and that will send Rabashevsky to the line.
Not only that, the referee's going to call that an intentional foul.
So Rabashevsky by herself at the free throw line.
And the Chaos will keep the ball following the free throws. Didn't. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Emma trying to get on the board for the first time. She had 2 points in the win over Kahok on Tuesday night. Next one for Rabashevsky, and that one misses as well. She comes away and she throws up her hands like, oh well. 52.8 seconds left to play here in this one, 51-28. Collinsville with the lead. Carlisle in the backcourt, throws it back up to the front court for Harris. Harris drives into the paint, takes the shot, and it circles all the way back out, and another foul. This one is going to go against Carlisle.
And since that's the 7th on the Chaos, we'll come down here for the other end for the 1-and-1.
And taking it will be Renaya Salmon Chance, 5'6" senior. Shot good, so she'll stay for a bonus.
Banked it in.
Yeah, she did. Used the glass and came down, hit nothing but net. Next shot on the way, and that one rattles but won't fall. And then Harris with the rebound, or excuse me, Willis with the rebound, up to Harris. Harris lost control of the ball. Turnover by Collinsville. Warriors bring it back up. Here's Dutko with 30 seconds left to play. Sophia Dutko. All the way over to the right wing. Picks up. Bounces it. Baseline. That was almost a travel there by Manji. And a shot, no good. Harris with the rebound for Collinsville. And the Canucks bring it up with about 13 seconds to play here in this one. Here is Lily Carlisle. Carlisle gets it over to Harris. Harris, top of the key now for Rabashevsky. Rabashevsky over to Carson Mode. She looks at the clock, see how much time's left. She'll just back up, let everything go where it was. 51-29. Collinsville pulls out the victory here tonight. And the Cayhawks start the season off at 2-0 before they head to Nashville for the Nashville tournament starting next week. So that is how we end this one here in Granite City. Time now to transition ourselves into the post-game program, brought to you by Chiropractic Works, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives through chiropractic care and wellness. Visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville and Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say the usual. So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville wins this one tonight 51-29, and they are 2-0 on the season. And joining us now on the post-game interview is Adam Blair. He is the JV head coach. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Not doing too bad. We'll get to some JV stuff in just a moment. Let's talk about the varsity game. It's more fresh in the mind. A little bit of a rough start there for you guys tonight, but you managed to, after you guys called that timeout, things kind of worked out better.
Yeah, absolutely. We some of our scorers that are used to scoring, Megan and Ella, they weren't hitting their shots, and we figured we had to switch it up. And good for us, we got Jenna and Talisha down low that stepped it up for us tonight. We changed the game plan around, and it worked out for us.
Yeah, they were pretty good down there. That tag team tandem down low post, man. Gilmore and Scheller seemed like they were taking turns hitting baskets for a minute there. They each had 8 points, and they were just loving life.
Absolutely, it was it's fun to watch when things like that are going on.
Megan Jansen got shut out in the first, but she ended up with 14 points, and, she was like 1 point behind the team leader. So hats off to her. What did you guys do differently in the second half that wasn't working in the first half?
Well, there's going to be games like that, and that's what we were talking to Megan about, that you got to fight through this adversity. You got to keep shooting. You got to keep finding your shot. And a lot of times when you got that big girl down low, they start coming down on her, and then it opens up the lane for shooters like Megan, like Ella. So it's really good to see her come back from something like that, because that can be really hard for a player.
Yeah. Let's talk about Talisha Gilmore for a second. We heaped on her praises in the win over Kahok. You talked about her in the pregame show, and she has almost every aspect of this game figured out except for free throw shooting. What's going on with her free throw shooting?
It's a work in progress, but she's a very coachable girl, and she's really fun to work with. So the fact that that's the one thing we're having to work on right now, that's great for us.
Yeah.
If that's our one worry. So.
Yeah, I guess so, man. If that's your only worry, you're doing good. All right, let's talk about JV girls for a while. They win 51-8 here this afternoon, or this evening, whatever it is. 23-1 in the second half. You guys held them to 1 point in the second half. And in your 2 games, you're outscoring your opponents 76-13. I know it's early and I know it's JV, but, man, you must be really like to the moon with this team right now.
Absolutely. I couldn't be happier the way they're playing. It's good. I got a good group, and they work hard. So I'm really glad to see that we're coming together. We're still figuring out some rotations and some things like that, but absolutely, it's been fun to coach so far.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you guys got a lot of your JV girls. You sub them in, and a little bit later on in the varsity games, get them a little bit of varsity action too. That's always fun for them and gets them some much-needed experience.
Absolutely, and it's great that they're a young group of girls too. So for years to come, it'll be fun to continue to see how these girls get better and better.
Yeah, you enjoying this?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I saw the smile on your face when you were even down there coaching.
Oh, yeah, I can't get enough of it.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, that is Adam Blair. He is the JV head coach, the assistant coach here on the varsity side. We thank him for his visit. Let's wrap things up here by taking a look at the numbers that we have for you. Leading scorer in this one was Talisha Gilmore. She knocked down 15. Megan Jansen right behind her with 14. Jenna Scheller also in double digits with 12 points. After that, we have 2 points apiece for Ella Guerrero, Katie Bardwell, and Ricky Merlack, and then 1 point apiece for Sanaa Harris. And Lily Carlisle is finally on the board on the varsity side. Leading scorer for Granite City was Kaylin Wiley. She had 9 points, no one in double digits for Granite City. Bennett ended up with 6 points. Emily Sykes had 5, and then 2 points apiece for Jackson, Hale, and Stepanek, and then 1 point for Chance there in the second half. Other numbers look like this. Collinsville out-rebounding Granite City 32-22. The Warriors turned the ball over 27 times, but Collinsville turned the ball over 21 times. And from the lines, Collinsville ended up going 0 for 13 from the three-point stripe, while Granite City went 2 of 16 from the free throw stripe. Granite City went 7 of 14, while Collinsville ended up hitting 13 of 23. So Chris Keller, the three-point shots wouldn't fall tonight, but the free throws started to even themselves out there a little bit later on.
Three-point shooting and some turnovers there, so some things to work on here over the next few days for the Chaos come back out on Monday for the next game. The team's going to have some things to work on throughout the year, but they'll be a fun team to watch here as we go along, and it's great to be back here doing some basketball games with you here. Just on a personal note, we didn't get to do any last year because we were all just at home.
Everything was at home, yeah. So it is nice to have you alongside doing some basketball. Defensively, though, Collinsville still holding strong, man. They only gave up 14 points in the first half, 15 points in the second half. If you do that every game, you're going to be good.
Yeah, they're playing some great defense out there. Scheller had a great game, especially out there on defense, and the Kahok's guards are getting up there, guarding, creating. I don't think they had a lot of the steals they had the other day, but they're doing a great job.
And I don't think we're going to see each other again as far as viewing a basketball game goes until when, man? I guess the next time the girls or the boys hit the road.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's down the road away.
Yeah, it is.
We won't be at the Thanksgiving tournaments, and then we got some home games after that.
Yeah.
So it'll be farther down the road in December, and we'll go from there. We'll see how it goes.
Looking forward to it. I have bowling on Monday and hockey on Tuesday, so I won't see it all next week. So you have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, everybody, and everybody out there.
Yeah. All right. That is Chris Keller. My name is Todd Duke. Big thank you to Coach Colin Moore joining us on the pregame show, and Adam Blair joining us on the postgame show. Collinsville wins here tonight 51-29. And until Monday afternoon from Camelot Bowl, for Chris Keller, my name is Todd Duke. Everybody have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening.